you've told me, it is very clear that you spend more money than what you get.
What do you mean?
You depend on the chama to solve your money problems. And by the time you get the money, you've already spent half of it and borrowed more than what is left. That is not very good.
Maspidi, I'm not rich. I have to borrow.
Borrowing is not bad. But when you borrow, you have to spend wisely and within your means. But the way you spend is not wise. You know? You're already servicing a loan. But you're the same person who runs around buying people drinks and making heavy pledges. Yet you know very well that you can't afford.
Maspidi, I have to contribute. If I don't do that, people will not contribute for me when I have problems.
Contribute. But make sure that your other important expenses are well catered for. Like, for example, school fees, money for running the home, rent is paid. And then you've set some money aside for emergencies so that when you have money problems, you don't have to be running around rallying people to fundraise for you.
Speedy, you are not understanding. I'm not getting enough money from the hardware. That's the problem.
That is not the problem. The problem is that you don't manage and plan for your money wisely. However much you get, there are no shortcuts. You have to plan and keep to the plan.
How can I plan for what I don't have?
You should have money goals.
Not dealing with money as if it just comes by and thinking that somehow things will work themselves out.
You have to plan it very clearly in your mind, what it is that you want your money to do for you and how much you need to set aside after your expenses.
Mama Pima, for you, all you do is just make announcements. Drink sodas, eat cakes, not knowing where the money to pay for those things will come from.
I want to plan, but I don't know when the money will come in.
Estimate.
Try and imagine at the worst, how much money would you get from all your sources?
And that should now inform the budget. So that when you get more than what you'd expected, you don't panic.
List all the expenses and the amount of each one of them. Then make sure that this amount does not exceed what you have estimated as your least possible income. Sindio?
And once you've worked out all this, keep going through your plan and adjusting it accordingly to suit your needs as they come.
And as for now, one of your pressing needs is the need to pay us.
So that one you should put at the top of your budget.
The other pressing need is savings. You need to set some money aside and set some figures aside on how much you need to be saving. So that whenever money comes in, you know exactly how much you need to save.
I'll put all that at the top of my list.
Very good. I only wish you would have spoken like this a long time ago. Writing a budget can be a very long, boring, and tedious process. But once you've written the budget, you're going to be the happiest person. Everybody else will be running around, borrowing you money and paying you back with interest.
I'm going to make a budget, and when I get money, it will be you people will be borrowing from me, not me borrowing from you.
Hey! That is very good. For now, what we need to do is go buy for you a paper and a pen.
That is good for writing a budget, just like Shaka showed me.
You're a sweater.